We would fix it. Dunno. Only one way to find out, though.
Hey.
Hello?
Someone's coming.
Luna, Clover, and Kay.
With Dio, Quark, and Alice tagging along, looks like.
Hi. Put some clothes on!
What's going on here?
We bumped into them a little while ago.
Who'd have thought we'd bump into you, too?
Let me see the map.
Put your pinky finger down.
Sure. There's a lot of rooms.
We're gonna have to go to each fucking one of them eventually, more than likely.
I get it. All three routes end up here.
That map. It's just like the one we found in the crew quarters.
Crew quarters?
Oh, we found a map like that too. There was one in the lounge.
There's a lounge? Anyway, ours is in the infirmary.
Maybe we should sit down for a bit and exchange information.
No. There's plenty of time for that after we check out this elevator.
What the? Oh, this is just like the other floor.
These doors have colors on them too. The one on the left is green. The one in the middle is blue. And the one on the right is red.
Are these chromatic doors? Look, there's a box here. It looked like the ones we saw earlier.
Walk, huh? Yep, won't budge.
Yeah, just like the other doors.
Need to cuff. Give me a moment.
No good trying to force it open, I suppose.
Is something wrong, Alice? You've been staring at your bracelet.
Oh. No, I'm fine. But it looks like my guess was right. The numbers have changed.
Numbers. Oh, yeah, the time left.
2 hours?
It's
Oh my
like
god.
2 hours. 6 minutes.
Ah, for fuck's sake. You telling me we're gonna have to just sit around here for another 2 hours?
Language, Dio.
Shut up.
Well, looks like we don't have a choice then. We gotta head back. Sigma, where's that note you found?
Right.
Oh? Did it say something like supplementary rules? Because if it did, we have one too. We found ours in the crew quarters.
Yeah, we got one of those. Found it in a safe in the lounge.
More lines, Thaddeus. They're the same lines.
Yeah, they're the same lines. You have to read them the same way. Here are some more rules for you. Once you've opened the door, you can hop through it as much as you like. The chromatic doors are like that too. Once you open them, even I can keep you from going in and out of them. Any color bracelets can go through them, as many people as you like. I had an exclamation mark the last time. But, you have to escape before you can take advantage of this free reign rule. Once you've activated a chromatic door and gone through it to the puzzle beyond, it won't let you go back until you've solved the puzzle.
Now that one's a stretch for a pun. That one's a stretch.
If that's true, then we can all go back the way we came and get into the warehouse.
I don't think Zero's saying we can. I think he's saying we have to. Otherwise, what's the point of that key card?
You mean this? The Ambidex room key.
We found some too.
That makes 6 then. One for each AB room.
Let's head back to the warehouse.
So when Zero says jump, we say how high, huh?
If you
Rabbits.
don't like it, stay here. The stupid angry mutt watching the door sounds about right.
Asshole. Babies, you self-satisfied old turd.
Well, what's it going to be? Are you going to go back with us? Or are you staying here by yourself?
All right, fine. I'm going.
I don't like this one as much as the first one.
I just wish they had the drawing models back instead of these 3D monstrosities.
Yeah. I think the next game's gonna be even as bad with it as this one. Fuck's sake.
Okay, wait, can only the same people that have gone through the
No.
doors that they've gone through do it, or can literally everyone go through every door?
If you've completed a door,
Literally
and
everyone can get
escaped-
through every door.
And literally everyone can go through every door that you have already escaped from then.
I'm just establishing the proper rules.
We were able to
Yep.
walk right in, just like the note said.
That means you can come visit the lounge too. You'd like it, Grandpa. There's lots of alcohol. They've even got some of your favorite.
They seem to know each other.
Oh, well, that sounds great. Maybe I'll go have a drink later.
The hell, man? How are you so damn calm?
Wait. Grandpa? Did Tenmyoji and Quark know each other? Were they actually related? I was about to ask when something else caught my attention. Someone behind the divider was talking to someone else. I snuck a look around.
Do you think there's a connection?
I can't be sure yet, but there's no way this is all just coincidence.
Yeah. There's even a 0.
Whatever it is that's going on, we need to get in touch with headquarters and fast.
Yeah, I agree. They've probably figured out we're gone by now.
Yeah,
Do you think they'll find us?
let's hope so.
How are these two connected?
Injection gun is going to be gone.
Almost certainly.
And the muscle relaxing thing is gonna also be gone. Yes, we went back to the fucking infirmary.
Mm-hmm.
Each fucking vial is gonna be gone, that way they can kill 4 people.
Oh, you're finally done? You were taking so long. I hopped off for a little nap.
For yawning? Really? You're just a computer program. You don't get tired.
Hey, B.O. My temper's got a hair trigger, and you're awfully close to pulling it. So I'd watch my mouth if I were you. Otherwise...
Well, do you really need me to spell it out?
Forget it.
That's a good boy. Alrighty, let's get back to what we were talking about earlier.
Okay.
Namely, how do you get more BP?
We go into the AB rooms, right? Look. We've got some keys for them right here. Kay and Quark have 2 each, so we've got 6 altogether.
But who goes into what room?
That doesn't really matter. Anybody can go into any room.
But there are only 6 rooms.
Didn't I tell you? The 2 members of a pair share the same destiny.
Then you mean both members of a pair need to go into the same room?
Yes.
What do we do
Really
after we go
excited.
into the room?
Play a game. Just like it says on the door.
You play the Ambidex game!
Wait,
Hey,
what's ambidex supposed to mean anyway?
I would guess it's short for ambidextrous. Most use the word to refer to the ability to use both of one's hands, instead of favoring the left or right. But it can also be taken to mean someone who is duplicitous or two-faced.
It's a game of betrayal then.
Well, yes, I guess you could put it that way.
And what's the nonary game?
Oh, that refers to the whole enchilada. The nonary game is a game where you try to open the number 9 door and escape. The Ambidex game is just a mini game you play as part of the larger one. Make sense?
Like hell. This shit is confusing.
Is it? Or
Stupid
is
people.
it that you're just a few carrots short of a bushel? What do you think, Theo?
You arrogant little bastard.
Well, that's just how I am, so you better get used to it. Now, could I have you all move to the AB room, please? I'll give you more specifics.
Why did you go
once
southern all of a
we
sudden?
decide. I think it'll probably be easier to understand that way.
To make sure you can understand what they're trying to say. Kay, Quark, and myself each gave one card to Luna, Alice, and Tenmyoji. Then we headed into the AB rooms. There wasn't really any discussion of who'd go into which door, and Fi and I found ourselves heading into the leftmost room. Looks like everybody else has gone in already. Think we should head in too?
Why are you asking me? Just hurry up and get in there.
Okay, okay.
An ambidex gate has been opened. 45 minutes remain until ambidex game polling closes.
What? This game's got a time limit too? What? 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 What the hell? Who is this?
Fuck if I know. Look, it doesn't matter who she is. Just get everybody over here.
Yeah, right. Hey, guys, get over here. We found someone. There's a lady over here. She's unconscious. I didn't wait for a response, just turned around and followed Fi into the room. We knelt down next to the woman and turned her over as gently as we could manage. All that greeted us was blood. She's covered in blood. I leaned down and listened at her mouth. Nothing, no breath. Shaking hands, I felt against her neck for a pulse. No movement, just cold skin.
What the hell were you yelling at? What's going on here?
Is she?
Quark, don't look. Somebody get Quark out of here.
Okay. Come on, Quark.
Then she's...
Yeah. She's not breathing and I can't find a pulse. Her body's already cold, so I'm guessing she was murdered a while ago.
Murdered?
Does this look like an accident or suicide to you?
Looks like she was stabbed.
Essentially.
Don't see a weapon around here, though. That means either the killer took it with them, or it was part of them.
Part of them?
Well, if someone was strong enough and they had metal hands, then they might be able to stab someone in the heart.
What are you suggesting?
It's just a joke. Don't take it so seriously.
Actually,
Whatever.
you don't need metal
If we
hands to stab
examine the
someone in the
wound,
heart
we'll
with
probably get a
hand.
better idea of what the
You
weapon
leave your
was.
kung fu movie bullshit out of this.
Let's get her to the infirmary.
It's not
She might
bullshit,
be old,
though.
but she's still a woman. If we're going to do an autopsy, she should have some privacy. Come on, boys, let's go.
DOK and I gingerly lifted the woman up and carried her to the infirmary. Perhaps he just didn't consider himself one of the boys, or maybe it was something else. Whatever the reason, Tenmyoji only stared. His whole body was rigid, like a rope pulled almost to its breaking point. But it was his eyes that caught my attention. He wasn't staring at us, not quite. It was more like he was staring toward us, a smoldering spark of something burning silently behind his gaze. It wasn't until we were almost to the infirmary that I realized Tenmyoji hadn't spoken a single word since the moment we'd found the body. I turned to look back at him. He was following us at a distance, his breathing heavy and labored and his movements slow and shuffling, as if his body was suddenly made of lead.
Stop with the beeping. We get it. We know where we are. Feels like this game is trying to hold my hand like I'm a fucking 2-year-old and not know where I'm going. Fuck.
The old woman's body was surprisingly light. Carrying her felt almost like carrying an old dried piece of wood.
Jesus Christ.
We set her down carefully in the infirmary bed, as if we were afraid she might break. She looks so peaceful. Almost like she's just going to wake up any moment now.
Maybe she didn't suffer much when she died.
Let's hope so.
Anyway, I feel a little bad about doing this, but I think we need to examine her.
You mean like an autopsy or something?
I'm just going to have a look at the wound. If we had a coroner, then it would be a different story, but... What?
I have a medical license.
You're a nurse?
No.
You're a doctor?
Well, I'm not exactly a coroner.
Interesting. I guess you really can't judge a book by its cover, can you?
Sorry.
You don't need to apologize.
Are you really going to perform an autopsy?
Oh,
Excuse me, I looked away that time. Leave me alone.
Your gain's too high for this shit. And your Discord sensitivity doesn't help. Oh.
I won't really be doing it. I think that machine over there is a medical scanner.
Okay.
It's called an ATOM. It uses nuclear magnetic resonance imaging to examine and diagnose people.
So you think you can use it to perform some kind of autopsy?
Yes, I think I should be able to manage that.
Luna ran the scanner over the body, then turned back to the terminal. The display filled up with text, most of it rather technical. Sex, female, estimated age, 65 to 75 years, diagnosis, deceased, cause of death, exsanguination, estimated time of death, 3 to 4 hours, damage trajectory, weapon entered through fourth intercostal, piercing heart, wound characteristics, wound margin, clean, continuous, wound angles, 1 sharp, 1 blunt, wound cavity, 150 millimeters, wound length, 30 millimeters, wound width, 3 millimeters. Conclusion. Based on the characteristics described above, there is a 95% chance the wound was caused by a sharp, single-bladed instrument. Yeah, I don't really get it. What's it mean by instrument? Why was she stabbed with a clarinet or... Yep.
Oh my god!
A knife, probably.
In other words, she was stabbed in the heart, right?
Yes.
Well, I suppose that clears me of suspicion.
Sorry, but no.
Why? Please, don't tell me you think my hand can somehow turn into a knife.
I told you that was a joke.
Then why am I still a suspect?
Because it was room number 1, the same place where only you were awake and Clover was knocked the fuck out just like she was.
We found the old lady in one of the AB rooms, specifically the one farthest to the left. Before we went in there, only 2 other people had been in that room. You and Clover. Only one of you was conscious.
Fi, please, stop joking around. I assure you, there was no one else in that room besides Clover when I woke up. She must have been put there later.
But the door was locked, right? I don't think anyone could have gotten in without the key.
Perhaps, but there was a hatch on the ceiling, remember?
Yes, there was. But Zero said he locked all the hatches.
Well, if he was telling the truth, nobody could have gotten in there after you 2 left. Which means...
You fucking bastard! Why'd you kill her, Kay? I knew it. You're him, aren't you? You're the real Zero.
Wait a minute, please. Just calm down. You aren't
That
making
immediately
sense.
means he's not the real Zero.
Let's suppose I am Zero. Why would I do something that would obviously cast suspicion on me?
Well, because you figured we'd think that. And you'd throw us off the trail by doing the exact opposite.
That's not a logical argument. Still, you do have at least half a point. Your argument doesn't confirm my guilt, but it does show us where we should be looking. The real Zero. The person who brought us here is likely the person who murdered that woman. Doesn't that seem like the most reasonable answer?
I guess. Yeah, that makes sense.
If Zero was the murderer, then they could open anything they wanted to. I mean, didn't Zero say something about that?
I live in the master computer. That means all the electronic doors in this whole warren are under my control.
Exactly. Also, consider this. If the murderer isn't Zero, why would the AI Zero stay silent? He told us that his job was to make sure the game ran smoothly, but now the unexpected has happened, and he says nothing. Why would he do that? If he can see everything we do, then he must know who killed the old woman. So why has he kept his silence? The answer is simple. The murderer is Zero, or rather Zero Senior, I suppose you could say. He likely ordered Zero Jr., the AI, to keep his identity hidden. If Zero Jr. told us about the murder, then Zero Senior's identity would be compromised. There is something else to consider as well.
Thank you.
Perhaps this murder was not unexpected. Zero Senior murdered her, just as planned. Death is only another part of the game.
Killing someone's just a part of a game to him.
Well, there's no way to know for sure, but I would assume so.
Ten minutes remain until Ambidex game polling closes. All players, please enter your votes. If no vote is recorded before the deadline has passed, any non-voting parties will automatically ally.
Whoa, what was that?
I don't know. Well, one thing's for sure.
And that is?
If we don't go vote, something bad's going to happen.
You see? Just as I said. Zero Jr. ensures the game continues, even though someone has died. All of this is part of Zero Senior's plan.
Let's get back to the warehouse. If we all head to the AB rooms, maybe we'll see Zero Jr. After all, he told us he'd give us specifics once we gone in.
That's not where we are.
Stop it.
I'm cracking my knuckles, damn it, I have to.
We're really going in there? I kinda don't want to. I mean, there was a dead lady in there just a few minutes ago.
What? Are you worried there's a ghost or something?
Maybe. No, of course not. It's just, doesn't it bother you?
Nope. I don't believe in ghosts. I feel bad that she died, of course. But there's not really anything I can do about that, is there?
Damn, you're pretty cold, you know that?
I prefer bold, but whatever. Just don't let emotions get in the way.
That's pretty much a definition of cold.
Anyway, let's go. Looks like the others have already gone in.
Fine. What is it? You find a ghost or something?
No. Look at the screen. There's something there.
The screen? The Ambidex game will now begin. To enter your vote, please touch the Start button on your screen. Once you have entered your vote, the door will lock automatically. It will not open again until the polling period has finished. And there goes the door.
Yep.
Hooray! Everybody's finally here! I've been waiting.
Stop your
So have we.
pouting.
We've got some questions for you, Zero. Who's that old what?
Will all of you please stop bombarding me with questions?
All?
The other people in the other rooms are asking me stuff just like you are, Siggy. I guess you probably can't hear them since these rooms are completely soundproof, but B.O. is especially loud. For real, B.O., I need you to shut up. There isn't much time. I gotta hurry and explain all this stuff, or the game will end before I'm done. So, No more questions from now on. No answers for anybody, okay?
You just have to wait.
Now, let's get this party started! Let me tell you about the AB game. Since it's a game, you're obviously going to have an opponent. But it's not like this is a battle royale where you just fight everybody. Each round will be a one-on-one battle. Mono a mono, or mono a womano. Well, there are 2 people in each pair, aren't there?
So it'll be more of a 2-on-1 battle, I guess.
Now, I imagine you're all wondering who your opponent is going to be. It's actually really easy. You'll be competing against whoever you paired up with to go through the chromatic doors.
Okay.
For example, Siggy and Fido paired up with Ten Mioldi and went through the yellow door, didn't they? That means that Siggy and Fido will be playing against Ten Mioldi.
Oh my god, really?
And it goes the other way too. Ten Mioldi's opponent will be Siggy and Fido.
Obviously, that means Potassium and Cleaver's enemy will be me. And Bo and Kirk's enemy
will be Alas.
Well, I guess enemy isn't really the right word, is it? After all, if you choose ally, then they're your ally.
Uh-huh.
What?
I'm confused.
I'm confused.
I don't understand.
Well, don't worry. Just listen while Zero the Third explains it all.
Ah, cha, yeah.
First,
Thanks,
I
bro.
want everybody to focus on the screen on the device in the back of the room.
Okay.
You
Fucking
see
Jesus
A,
Christ.
ally, and B, betray on it. Do you?
All you guys have to do
Is pick! Just pick one of those easy options!
Your BP will go up or down.
Depending on what you pick. It's a little complicated, and some of you are a little slow. So, I made this handy chart. The plus and minus are from your point of view.
Alright.
So, let's say you choose ally, and so does your opponent. You'll get 2 BP, and so will they.
And you'll all get a nice warm, fuzzy feeling inside.
We call that the best pals outcome. Just puts a smile on your face, doesn't it? Next is what you get if you choose ally, but your opponent chooses to betray. If that happens, you lose 2 BP, and they get 3. We call that the stupid jerk face outcome.
Somebody did that to me. I'd skin them and stew them with some taters.
The third choice is the opposite of that.
Potatoes?
It's when you choose betray, but your nice, innocent opponent chooses ally.
This time, you're the one who gets 3 BP, and they're the one who loses 2. We call that the serves them right outcome. I mean, what were they thinking? Choosing ally was a stupid choice, and there's nothing for you to feel guilty about.
But ally has the highest net gain.
It does.
And finally, the very last scenario. This is when you choose betray, and so does your opponent. If that happens, neither of you gets or loses anything.
Okay, go.
Absolutely 0 change in BP.
Boring. We call this the why even bother outcome. As the game master here, this is the situation I want to avoid the most.
You're probably wondering about the pairs, aren't you? Well, let me explain. Remember how I told you that both people in a pair share a destiny? Well, that applies here too. The 2 of you only get 1 vote. You get to choose once between ally or betray.
That doesn't mean you split your points, though.
You both get 3 points, or lose 2 points, or whatever. In other words, what you see on this chart is what you get. Okay then. I think that about does it for the basic rules. Well, actually, there's a little bit more, but it'll just have to wait, I guess. After all, it's almost time!
Hey.
No.
Wait.
I won't wait and I can't wait. Didn't you hear me? It is time!
1 minute remains until Ambidex game polling closes.
You see, it's time for me to be hopping on out of here. See you later. Have a nice trauma.
Have a nice trauma. God damn it.
We don't have time to talk about this. Rock, paper, scissors.
What? Rock, paper, scissors.
We have to decide who's gonna press the button.
Just hit ally. What the fuck's the question? And you think that's a good way to decide?
Just shut up and do it. 1, 2, 3.
Yeah.
Scissors.
Good old rock. It always works. Rock. Looks like I won.
Damn it. So what are you gonna pick?
Damn it.
I guess ally.
We're playing against Tenmyoji. Do you have any reason to think he won't betray you?
Now? Guess not.
Yeah. If he does, what does that make our BP?
We'd be down to 1 point each. But that's not hopeless. I mean, sure, we'll be a little further away from the goal, but all we've got to do is earn those points back. And the end goal is for everybody to have 9, right? Because if you don't have 9, then you can't leave. So the best thing is, everybody get the fucking 9.
And when will we do that?
Okay, well, I don't actually know. But it's pretty obvious that we'll be playing this game more than once. After all, we can't get to 9 BP if we don't.
10 seconds remain until Ambidex game polling closes.
Ally.
Well, you won. The decision's yours. Now decide. Ally or betray?
3, 2, 1.
In that last moment before the counter reached 0, I made my choice.
Why is ally red?
Because it was the one who were hovered over, quote unquote. Because you can also use like the arrow keys to choose things.
Will be displayed in the warehouse.
And anybody that dares ever betray us, we will know. We'll stab them to death.
We will be mad at them.
Ambidex gates now opening.
You hit betray, I'ma punch you, Dio.
We were against Tenmyoji.
I know. But Dio, I think, was... No, Dio couldn't be against them. Who the fuck was against... Oh.
It's fine that I stepped out of the AB room. I could see the others running toward the projection, shoving and pushing to get closer. Oh, that bodes ill. Tenmyoji was left behind, his footsteps a slow, heavy plod. What happened to make him like that?
So you chose ally,
betray.
huh?
Fuck.
You don't get to complain. I won, remember?
Not complaining. I just think you're being a little soft-hearted.
Always.
I'm gonna...
Ah, you worry too much. I'm sure Tenmyoji chose ally too.
See, that's what I'm talking about. You don't have any facts, just misguided optimism.
Yo!
That's Arik.
What's up? Siggy! But no!
0!
Get over here to announce the results.
Let's go. We should have a look at those results.
Fine.
I hate the footsteps. We get it. They're moving. Stop.
Looks like you're all here. Finally, let's get ready to rock!
Don't do that.
Ambidex game! Round 1! The results! If everybody would please direct their eyes to this monitor.
It's not a monitor.
Hooray!
Hey!
Why'd you do that?
Whoa!
Jesus, guys.
Whoa!
What the fuck, man?
What the fuck? Whoa.
Okay, so K and Clover.
Dio and Quark.
That's... Luna, Alice, and us. Okay, Clover, Dio, Quark, Tenmyoji. It's pretty obvious who did it with Tenmyoji's thing. The other one is between those two. Logically, you're gonna blame Dio.
Dio.
I think it's the kid.
Quark's a kid.
Yeah, that does not mean innocent.
No, but he's a kid.
Okay, and Clover
Dio can force his vote.
with Luna. That doesn't make any sense. Why would they choose Betray? Neither of those two are striking me as that. We've did an entire game with Clover. We know she has a crazy side, but it's not.
Yeah, that's the only thing I could say.
Robo
we have
Guy.
no idea who the fuck K is.
He's fine. This one that's weird. This one's also weird.
Yeah, Tenmyoji's the really weird one. I knew Dio was going to do it.
Nah.
I mean, just look at his name. We all know who Dio is.
Results from your game.
The strongest vampire.
Now, let us
Who got his
check
ass
the
kicked like
numbers
3
on
times.
our bracelets.
Because of plot bullshit.
Ah, god damn it. Sigma. Phi. I'm sorry.
Why? Tenmyoji, why? I trusted you.
Look, I said I was sorry.
See? I told you.
Yeah, it's worth it to learn what the hell he's gonna do.
A soft heart is the easiest to break. Do you understand what kind of game this is now?
Just tell me one thing, Tenmyoji. Why'd you do it?
Are you serious? Someone's dead, and not just dead, murdered. I got no reason to think that murderer wasn't one of you. Only an idiot trusts someone he's never met when there's a killer on the loose. You think I had a choice?
Motherfucker, we were with you!
I think that's enough for me. I'm old.
Motherfucker!
So
Tenmyoji shuffled off, the same weight I'd seen earlier sitting heavy on his shoulders. It was only then that I noticed an angry voice nearby.
Hey, what the hell is this?
Hey, look, lady, I was gonna choose Ally, I swear to God. But just as I'm about to do it, this little bastard runs in and hits the betray button.
Bullshit. Bullshit.
I believe him.
What?
Come on. Really gonna just try and play it dumb, huh?
Look at that hat.
You're a manipulative little twerp, aren't you?
And plus, it's Liam.
Quark, is he telling the truth?
Known for playing crazy characters.
Were you the one who chose Betray?
No!
Yes, it was.
I didn't do anything!
You're using that kid bullshit.
I didn't have a chance to do anything before Mr. Dio pressed the button! I'm telling the truth! I promise!
Sure, kid. Whatever.
The smart play is never throw the kid under the bus.
The cute act isn't gonna work.
No!
Fine. You just wait.
Alice turned on her heel and stormed off before Quark could reply, leaving him alone with Dio.
Man, this is all your fault, Quark.
My fault? Why are you blaming me? How could you do that, Mr. Dio? You're a jerk.
I moved away silently to let them stare daggers at one another. It seemed that theirs wasn't the only team facing some friction, however. That one's weird.
We aren't trying to blame you.
But, I mean, if you just think about it, wouldn't it make sense to choose Betray?
Clover, you're dumb.
You're fucking
I think she took a lot of inspiration from Lotus. She's dressed like Lotus. She's posing like Lotus.
Very possibly.
Not unexpected.
Yeah, but in the first game she was actually somewhat smart. In this one she's just stupid.
Lotus wasn't.
Yeah, I know. I'm talking about Clover was somewhat smart in the first game.
Correct.
Or at least tried to be. This, she's just stupid.
The air in the room
What the fuck are the
seemed to
other two?
turn thick and sour, hanging over us like a brooding, angry cloud. It was a grim omen of darker times to come.
Zero, when does the next round start?
What makes you think we'll be having another round?
Well, you said round 1. If there's a round 1, then there's likely a round 2.
But was there a round 0?
Besides, didn't you say the goal of the AB game was to get 9 BP? That's impossible without a second round.
Yeah, I guess you got a point. You're right. There will be a second round.
When?
I don't know.
Why not?
The voting happens when an AB gate opens.
They're already open.
Right, you are.
So, let me just close them.
The Ambidex gates have closed. Round 2 of the Ambidex game will be the Moon Round. Moon cards will be required to open the gates.
Moon cards. Does that mean we can't use these cards anymore, since they've got suns on them?
Yes, indeedy. Now,
You'll have to look for cards with moons on them.
Not the moons.
So, how many times do we play the AB game?
I don't know. As many times as you need to.
It's anybody's guess how long it'll go.
But I plan on keeping this party going until somebody opens the number 9 door.
So it's over when someone gets 9 BP.
Nope. As long as that person doesn't open the number 9 door, the game goes on!
Of course. You could also get stuck just below 9 BP, where every bunny just keeps going back and forth and back and forth, winning and losing points. After all, if there's no bunny with 9 BP, the door can't open. If that happens, you'll just have to continue on to round 3, and round 4, and round 5. Round 100, round 2000, you might even go all the way up to round 24,9,004,897. Although, I really, really hope it doesn't come to that.
I don't like how you had that very specific number, but it's just a number, so I'm not gonna ignore it.
Hey, can I ask you something?
Or
I don't
binary
know,
stuff.
can you?
There's rules about who can go into the secondary doors, right? Like, you have to have 3 people exactly.
Yeah? So?
Well, what about the number 9 door? Are the rules the same?
Nope. There aren't any rules about how many people can go through that door. It could be 1 person, or 2 people, or even all 9 of you. There is one thing though, see. All that stuff about how you have to have 3 people to go through the secondary chromatic doors, maybe it's not 100% true.
What? What do you mean?
Well, you can open the door with just 1 or 2 people if you want.
That's not what you told us.
Well, I didn't want to make things complicated.
Then explain it now.
Just use the bracelets.
What? How?
There's a sort of scanner between the 2 doors. It checks to see if the right people are going through. But that doesn't necessarily mean it's scanning the people.
So, it's scanning the bracelets then?
Ding ding ding! As long as the scanner sees the right combination of bracelets, it doesn't matter how many people there are!
But wait, hold on a minute. Did these things even come off? Oh, we're purple now.
No, yes! They do indeed.
Then how do I take it off?
Well, there's 2 ways. The first is to get through the number 9 door and escape. As soon as you're out, the bracelet unlocks all by itself.
What's the second way?
Die.
Hey, Zero, wake up, will ya? What's the second way?
Oh, Bio. I think you already know.
What?
Do you really want to get rid of that bracelet?
Of course I do!
Oh, well. I see. It's easy. Nothing to it, really.
You die.
Oh my god,
Yeah.
shocking surprise.
Your
Huh.
heart creates a bunch of faint electrical impulses. You know what an electrocardiogram is, right?
7, 8.
Technically, it's a machine that graphs the electric current flowing across the myocardium, but you probably know it as the thing in the hospital with the little light that goes beep, 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 beep. guys on a TV show.
Anyway, the point is that you can detect the electricity that your heart makes by pumping blood. Your fancy little bracelets pick up on that. They're always watching. So, when that signal goes away...
The lock on the bracelet releases, right?
Yep. So there you go. The second way. Your heart stops. Your bracelet comes off. Apart from that, there's no other way to get the bracelets off. If you try something harebrained, like trying to break them or something, you'll be disobeying the rules. I don't think I need to remind you what happens when you do that. But if you're lucky, you might get to see a few of them come off during the next round.
Oops. I guess it's not gonna be very lucky for some of you, huh?
Next round.
Yep.
What do you mean?
Well, do I have to explain everything? Somebody might die during the next round of the AB game.
There. That's pretty clear, right?
If I had to guess, I'd say it's going to be Alas or Siggy.
Or Fido.
Or maybe Mooney. Or maybe everyone.
What?
Why?
Yeah. Why am I going to die?
I guess I can tell you why. Anyone whose BP drops to 0 gets penalized, just like when you break the rules.
I'm pretty sure I already told you what the penalty is.
You mean the needles in our bracelets are gonna activate and we'll die?
Correct, Siggy. Full marks.
I get it. Sigma, Phi, Alice, and I only have 1 BP. If any of us chose Ally and got betrayed, our BP would drop below 0.
What? What the hell? This is important stuff. Why didn't you tell us about this earlier?
Sorry.
Sorry's not going to cut it. I thought you were supposed to tell us the rules, not hide them.
Well...
Is there anything else you've conveniently left out? It's not fair to make people play a game without explaining all the rules.
I think it's fair. After all, it's not like anybody else knew.
It took a moment to go over everything in my head. The AB game would continue until someone opened the number 9 door. There were no rules about how many people could or couldn't pass through the number 9 door. That meant it was possible for everyone to escape. The secondary chromatic doors could be opened by any number of people, as long as you had the right bracelets. The bracelets would only unlock under 2 conditions: if you left the building, or if your heart stopped. If your BB hit 0, the needles in your bracelet would activate, killing you.
Oh, one last thing. The next set of chromatic doors you'll be going through are downstairs. You already saw them, right? There should have been 3. Red, blue, and green. That means that to get through, you'll need bracelets in cyan, magenta, and yellow.
But wait! You've already got those bracelets! Have a look! The color's changed, hasn't it?
Yeah, my color's changed. It's magenta now.
That's
Mine's
purple, but
magenta
okay.
too. Me too. Hey, wait. It wasn't just the color that changed.
He's solo now.
I'm a solo
He
now.
is solo now.
Looks like Clover and I are still pairs though.
I'm a yellow pair now.
I am yellow as well, but it seems I'm still a pair.
Then who's the yellow solo?
Me. Still a solo. Looks like I'm cyan.
I'm a cyan pair. Aren't you one too?
Yeah. Says pair, and the color's cyan.
Oh, we've lost Phi.
Who's her pair?
When did they change?
I don't know.
Our pair is Clover.
Back when
Oh,
the
no.
gates close. As soon as the gates close, your colors get all shuffled up automatically. The pair and solo assignments hop around a bit too. And of course, it's totally random. No rules or anything. Now, with all of that explained, I must bid you adieu. Sadly, we may never meet again.
We'll meet again.
What?
Well, there's not really anything for me to facilitate anymore. I mean, you guys are good from here, right? I'll never see you guys again.
0 to 3rd, no.
One can only hope.
Did you really think I was gonna cry?
Maybe.
Nah, 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 nah. Suckers! As if I'd cry over you dummies!
They're putting up a hard front right now, but as soon as that screen turns off... What the... Fucking dick.
You mad? Anyway, good luck. I may be gone, but I'm always watching.
Maybe I'll see you again.
Always watching.
Have a nice tragedy.
Tragedy, drama, trick, trip, trap.
That little piece of shit. If I could just get my hands on that little fucker, I'd squeeze him till he popped.
That sounds gross. Don't really want to think about that.
So what happens now? We've still got a while until the chromatic doors open.
Yeah, looks like about 42 minutes.
We should go and see if we can find
okay.
any other exits. Maybe there's a vent or a disposal chute or something. If there's a chance Zero missed something.
Yeah, there's like 17,000 of them up top.
There's no point in standing around. We lose nothing by looking, and if we find nothing, we can always return and go through the chromatic doors.
Let's split up. 5 minutes would give us a good half hour or so. Let's meet in front of the chromatic doors 5 minutes before they open then. Any objections?
There were none. After some nods and mumbling, they split up and moved off to investigate. I was the only person who stayed behind. Damn. How the hell did I end up here? Why? Why me? Try as I might, I couldn't think of anything I'd done that could have landed me in Zero's game. Hadn't pissed anyone off, at least not this bad. I didn't owe anybody money, and my family certainly wasn't rich. If anyone was hoping to get a fast ransom payout from me, they were going to be very disappointed. Obviously, I wasn't some kind of genius, nor was I an Olympic athlete, and I certainly hadn't been chosen by God to fulfill some great purpose on his earth. Well, at least if I was, I didn't know about it yet. Had I started a fight with a frightening and mysterious new religion? No. Had I hacked into some terrorist group's server? No. Had I witnessed an assassination? No. Had I gotten wasted and had a one-night stand with the mistress of a prominent politician? Well, yeah, but it was just the one time. And she was the one who went after me. Anyway, I was just an ordinary college student. There was a reason I'd been abducted to be put in a nonary game. I sure couldn't see it. Why was this happening to me? I thought back to what I'd been doing right before I was taken. The memories were still a little blurry, but they were there. December 25th, 2028. Early morning, California desert. The The moon was beautiful. I just finished writing a paper due that day, and was heading to my car from the research building. The parking lot was empty, and a bright moon cast sharp shadows across the chilly pavement. Last time I looked at the clock, it said it was 2 in the morning, which meant that today was Christmas Day. So why was I at school, typing away feverishly on Christmas? 3 reasons. First, my home computer had suddenly decided to eat shit. When I hit the power button, I just got nothing. I didn't have the time to spend all night troubleshooting that stupid thing, so I headed back to campus to use one of the school machines. Second, the professor in charge of my research group was a Buddhist. Christmas didn't appear to have any sort of significance to him, and part of me couldn't shake the thought that he was trying to make some kind of point. Third, my girlfriend had broken up with me a week before. I'm sorry, I don't think we should see each other anymore. Goodbye. All I'd got was that one cold email. Try as I might, I couldn't even get in touch with her. Of course, that meant I wouldn't be attending the party we'd been planning on going to. Somehow I didn't think drinking by myself around a bunch of happy couples would really be a good idea. At any rate, I'd stayed up all night to finish my paper and emailed it off to my professor before the sun began to rise. As I walked across the parking lot, I felt light. Perhaps it was the relief of finishing my paper, or maybe it was the 5 energy drinks I chugged to stay awake. Maybe both. Slid into my car and stuck the key into the ignition after only 2 tries. I twisted the key. Nothing happened. Huh? Stop it. Things make noises and y'all are loud. I jiggled the key in the slot and tried again. And again. And again. And again. On the 5th try, the engine made an odd creaking noise, like metal on metal, and fell silent. God damn it! You stupid piece of shit. I screamed and pounded on the steering wheel, but nothing worked. The console was about to get a visit from my fist when... Huh? What? What the hell is this? Why is my car smoking? I clawed at the door, and for a moment I thought that it was just my panic and lack of sleep that were keeping me from opening it. It wasn't long before I realized the truth. Shit. Open, goddammit. What was going on? My mind was racing, trying desperately to puzzle out what was happening through a haze of fear and caffeine-fueled neuron misfires. That was when I saw it. Just a glimpse in the rearview mirror, but I was certain. There was someone behind my car. It spun around as fast as a very tired college student sitting in a car can. Who's there? My vision started to swim as the smoke filled the car. Definitely don't get out of the smoke-filling car. The more of it I inhaled, the heavier my body felt, and I could already feel the world starting to go dark. The last of my strength failed, and I collapsed sideways into the passenger seat. My eyes slowly drooped closed. When they opened again, I was in the AB room with Phi. Why is this happening to me? I spent a few minutes wallowing in misery. I figured I deserved at least a little self-pity. But even I knew that brooding and whining wasn't going to get me anywhere. McKay had said we needed to at least try and find another way out. So I shook my head, stood up straight and headed off. Oh shit. We get to choose where to go! I wasn't expecting this emergency save! Yes.
We need to betray the next person.
No. Lounge, infirmary, or crew quarters? The lounge is alcohol.
Crew quarters.
That is...
Infirmary.
We were already in the infirmary, but we can go and see if somebody stole stuff out of there.
There's also that dead lady.
Just go see if someone stole the needle thing.
Fair enough.
Also the dead lady.
Infirmary?
I mean, it makes sense, but I was just saying crew quarters to somewhere we haven't been. And the lounge is where Tim Mio's is gonna be.
Let's go here. You might be able to go everywhere.
Might be able to, but Tim Mio's gonna be in the lounge, and I don't want to see him right now. Because this game is a whole lot more tame than what people would have actually acted like. Because I'd have punched Tim Mio in the face.
Sigma, huh?
Why the fuck are you here?
You were saying?
What do you want?
What? I just came by to check up on you.
Oh, I thought maybe you were here to kill me.
Why would I do that?
Because I betrayed you in the last AB game. I'm the reason you and Fi are down to 1 BP.
Yeah, but that's hardly a reason to kill you.
Maybe.
It was clear that conversation wasn't gonna go blah 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 blah. Try again. It was clear that conversation wasn't going anywhere. I shut my mouth and looked around the room. So is it just you here?
On this side of the divider, yeah.
This side?
Quark's over there, having a look around. And there's... You really gonna make me say it?
Oh, the lady who was murdered, you mean? Yeah, you've been acting kinda weird ever since we found her. Why is that?
Or what, isn't that normal? We found a dead body. Who the hell doesn't get a little freaked out? What ain't normal is all of you just running around like nothing happened. Hell, some of you probably don't even remember she's in here.
That's just because we've got a lot of other stuff to think about.
Well, she's not in here because she's not on the bed right there.
She's on the other side. Yeah, there. They're on the other way. Can you blame them for being a little single-minded? They're trying to escape from a game that's just made it clear it has no problems killing them.
Oh, just trying to survive, huh?
Yeah.
Then don't you think we ought to figure out who killed her first?
What does it have to do with anything?
You don't think much, do you? I'll bet you a pound of neodymium the bastard who grabbed us is the same bastard who killed her. Who else could it be?
If Zero's one of us, then you're saying one of us murdered the old lady. You saw it too, right? The person in the gas mask?
Yeah.
Did you notice anything?
Not really. The gas made pretty short work of me. Me and Quark.
What? You and Quark were grabbed together?
Yeah, we were.
Is he your grandson?
So what if he is? Why do you want to know?
That might give me a reason why he might have hit the betray button like a little jerk.
That doesn't have anything to do with what's going on here.
You're joking, right? But what if it does? Maybe it'll shed some light on something else.
I'm pretty sure it won't.
Why's that?
Quark's got nothing to do with this.
So it's got something to do with you then?
What is it, goddammit? What do you want? Why don't you just leave me alone?
Because you're suspicious.
What? There's nothing suspicious about me.
Alright.
Betray.
Tell me this then. When and where did Zero Senior abduct you?
Forgive me if I don't feel like spilling my guts to a guy who probably hates him right now.
Alright, fine. I'll just ask Quark. Quark!
Hey, stop it. Quark! Don't tell him a damn thing!
Whoa, you're getting more suspicious by the... I started toward the partition as I spoke, with the intention of finding Quark. I found him as I rounded the divider, but... he was just standing there. A blank, slightly confused look on his face. Hey, Quark? You alright? Can you hear me?
Huh? What? Is something happening?
Turned to look at Timioji. He looked back, confused. Weren't you listening to our conversation?
Yeah. You were just talking so fast. I couldn't really understand.
Fast.
My head felt kind of foggy, and I couldn't really make out what you were saying. I'm fine now, though. Whatever it was seems to be gone.
Are you sure you're okay?
I think I'm just tired. Being stuck in this place is pretty exhausting. And...
He glanced at the bed in the back of the room. On it lay the body of the old woman. What? Tenmyoji, the hell were you thinking? You can't let Quark back here.
Huh? Oh, yeah, right. Quark, get over here.
Anyway, you're really sure you're okay now?
Yeah.
Maybe Luna should have a look at you. Supposedly, she's some sort of doctor.
I said I was fine. Gosh, Grandpa, you're such a worrier. You always freak out over nothing. I'm fine.
Well, it looks to me like you're doing fine. I guess we don't have anything to worry about.
Yep. Come on. Let's get back to work. I'm guessing you didn't find a secret passage somewhere, huh?
Nope.
I see.
Yeah. I'll go check up on the others then. Tenmyoji, keep an eye on him, alright?
What, you think I need you to tell me that?
Sometimes.
Apparently.
I grinned and turned toward the exit. Where to go next?
Well, my fucking thought process was blown out the fucking window because I thought the old man would be
To
fucking on the
alcohol.
alcohol. So go to alcohol, I guess. Why is the lounge all the way up here? And why are all the doors beyond this point cyan?
This is a
Sigma.
grimy ass lounge.
Another dude. This place is turning into a real sausage fest.
What are you telling me for? Ah, yeah. You were one of the first people in here, weren't you?
Yeah, so?
Well, did you notice anything?
No. Although I guess I did notice that the sofa's pretty comfortable.
Cool. Okay, how about something more useful?
I'd say that the comfort level of a sofa is pretty useful.
I like him.
Hate him.
Right.
Dio, what's this?
That? What, you can't tell? It's a dirty magazine.
For astronomy? Oh, come on. It's about astronomy. Can't you even read?
Can you even see? Just look at those rings on Saturn. Don't they excite you?
Different strokes, I guess.
It appears to be a special dedicated to a lunar eclipse. The cover says the eclipse can be observed on December 31st, 2028.
Oh, right. Yeah, I guess it did say something like that.
December 31st, huh? That's 6 days from now, right?
6 days, huh?
You mean today is December 25th?
Yeah. Well, I mean, I think it is. Depends on how long I was out after they hit me with that, gas, I suppose.
Hey, Kay. Your team went to the crew quarters, right? Did you find anything?
Nothing of interest.
You'd better not be hiding something.
There really wasn't anything helpful. At least, nothing that could help us escape. There was a book about a cat, though.
Oh?
A cat? What, so now Zero Senior's a crazy cat lady? And just what the hell are we supposed to do with that tidbit?
Well, it's more useful than how comfortable the sofa is. Not true, we might have to sleep here.
Hey! The sofa's comfort level is very useful. What?
I think you must have misunderstood me. This book isn't for, cat ladies. It's about Schrodinger's cat.
Oh, okay. Going into metaphysics, gotcha.
I don't really give a shit about the breed, genius. Anyway, I'm a dog person, if you couldn't tell.
Lost points.
No,
fuck you.
An issue of breed.
Okay. So it's a story about poor Mr. Schrodinger and his beloved cat, right? Don't tell me. The cat dies at the end.
No one knows, actually.
No one knows.
Fine. Never mind.
Oh, we hurt his feelings.
Hey!
Just as I was about to open my mouth and tell Kay that I cared about what he'd found even if Dio didn't, Luna and Phi appeared.
Oh, hello, Sigma.
So this is where you were.
Did any of you find anything?
Nope, we got squat.
You were looking, though, right? Hey, Answer me.
Oh, well, I mean, we weren't wasting time, that's certain. I was just asking them what they'd found.
And?
Nothing.
Useless.
What about you, Sigma? You were one of the people searching the infirmary, weren't you?
Oh yeah, I almost forgot. It'd take too long to explain. Just have a look at this. I dug the paper out of my pocket and handed it to Luna.
It looks like a piece of newspaper.
Yeah, we found it in the infirmary safe.
The headline says, Radical 6 infection spreads. Cure continues to elude authorities.
What? What is Radical 6?
Just read the article.
Okay. The Radical 6 virus continues
Everyone has the same reading voice.
The globe like wildfire. The WHO has confirmed that the death toll is estimated to have passed 100,000 victims.
I do the exact same thing that they're doing right here.
It's not just Liam that's in here. Because I just realized Luna is fucking,
is strongly advised.
Jester. Can't remember her damn name now.
Sure about that one?
Laura Bailey.
Sure about that one? Cold silence fell over the room. For several long minutes, no one spoke. It was Kay who finally broke the spell.
Is there a chance? I mean, I certainly hope it isn't the case, but could it be that this facility is, in fact, one of the quarantine locations that clipping mentions?
Then, you're saying we're all infected with this Radical 6 virus?
I don't know. Doesn't really fit. I mean, none of us have shown any kind of symptoms, right? The words were barely out of my mouth when I remembered. Quark. No, he'd just been tired, right?
Are you suggesting that our incarceration here has nothing to do with this article?
Yeah. It just doesn't add up. The order's backwards. Maybe if we'd been thrown in here after this virus started spreading. But right now it looks like we were abducted before this thing turned into a pandemic. How's that make any kind of sense? Besides, you found that article in the safe, right? That means Zero Senior put it there specifically so we could find it and read it.
Why would Zero do something like that?
So that we'd think this place is a quarantine facility. So that we'd think what Zero wants us to think.
How do you mean?
This thing is just a prop. Something to set the scene. Zero's trying to freak us out. That article is a fake.
You've got a point. If it was real, why cut it out? Just leave a newspaper with the article circled in red pen or something.
Right? That lazy son of a bitch. Probably too much of a pain in the ass to fake a whole paper.
What does the other side look like?
The other side? Oh, hold on. It's black.
See? There you go. Why would a newspaper just be black on one side?
Well, perhaps there was an ad there.
An ad?
Some sort of full-page ad with a black background.
No. I bet you money an article like this was front page news. It's too big of a story. And I really don't think they put full-page ads on the back of the front page.
Exactly.
You're talking about newspaper in 2028.
Even I know that, and I can.
Well, newspaper in 20 whenever the fuck this game came out.
If Zero Senior really wanted to trick us, why not go all out? Only an idiot would fall for this. It's pathetic. Am I right or what?
I suppose you do have a point.
Yes, I agree.
Besides, I don't remember ever hearing any news about any pandemic. If it was really killing hundreds of thousands of people, I'm pretty sure it would have been on the news or something.
Right, we would have heard about it.
Awkward silence.
That looks like a door.
Alright, let's have a look around, see if we can find anything else.
Good idea.
I'll be off then. But what about you guys? The consensus seemed to be that they intended to remain. Okay. See y'all later. Wave, I made my way to the exit. Where'd you next? There was only one other place I hadn't gone.
And there's only gonna be one person there.
Crew quarters.
Well, 2 people. It'll be Alice and Luna, my bad. Or Alice and Clover. Stupid brain.
Oh, Sigma.
Well, have you found anything?
No. What about you?
Nothing. I looked through 3 or 4 of the rooms in here. No secret passages so far.
I don't think we're gonna find any. Do you really think Zero Senior is that stupid?
You're probably right. A secret passageway would be a pretty serious oversight. I have a lot of choice adjectives for Zero, but I admit stupid isn't one of them.
Right?
Hey, there's something I've been wondering about.
What?
So, what exactly is the deal with the 2 of you?
What do you mean?
Well, you obviously know each other pretty well.
Yeah, we do. We're half-sisters. Any chance you'd buy that one?
Sorry.
Then what do you think we are?
I didn't feel like playing games. What's headquarters supposed to mean?
What?
I heard you 2 talking in the infirmary. You said something about getting in touch with headquarters?
Alice, what should we do?
Alice laid her hands on her hips and sighed.
Clover and I are co-workers.
Okay, where do you co-work?
We can't tell you that.
Why not? Is it some sort of secret government project that you can't talk about?
You can tell yourself that if it makes you feel better.
Does it have something to do with Zero?
Why would you think that?
Dead
Because
giveaway.
you seem
Thanks,
to know
Clover.
more about Zero than you're letting on, Clover. The way you were talking in the infirmary, there's even a Zero. Sure sounds like you've heard of Zero before to me. And Alice, from what you 2 were saying, I bet you know something about Zero too. Come on, you can't hide it forever. Just tell me what's going on here.
Well, this isn't the first time something like this has happened.
Clover.
It's okay. I think we can tell him a little.
What do you mean this isn't the first time?
About a year ago, 9 people were kidnapped and forced to play a game. The rules were different, but it was called the Nonary game too. Oh, wait, I guess only 7 of them were really kidnapped. I mean, 2 of them were actually the ones behind it. No, I guess if I count the other 2, then there were 9. Anyway, the people behind that Nonary game also called themselves Zero.
Hold on there, Clover. Can you give me more details? Besides, how do you even know about this in the first place?
Because I was part of it. I was one of the people who got kidnapped.
What? You mean this is your 2nd Notary game? 3rd?
No, it's my 3rd.
3rd?
The same thing happened 10 years ago.
Wait. What are you? Then that means you have to have something to do with this.
I guess you could say that.
What do you mean you guess? How could you not? Whoever keeps doing these Nonary games must have decided they wanted you to play a 3rd one.
No, I don't think so.
Why not?
Because the game was run by a different person both times. And the guy behind the first Nonary game has already been arrested.
What about the 2nd one? You said there were 2 people for that one.
They're still on the run, but...
Then it has to be them.
No, I really don't think so. Because
Why?
they already did what they were trying to do. There's no way they'd have another Nonary game.
Okay, well that makes no sense. So let me see if I have this straight. The Nonary game has already been done twice, by different people and for different reasons.
Yes. Well, I can't be totally sure, but I think so.
Then why is whoever is doing this calling it the Nonary game? Is it just a coincidence that they're calling themselves Zero?
I don't know.
That's not good enough. You've got to think. Clover, you're the key to figuring all this out, but you've got to think.
But I don't know. Oh.
What?
The gas mask.
A gas mask? Oh, yeah, I saw it too. But what about it?
Well, somebody in a gas mask showed up and used that white smoke stuff on me. That's what happened a year ago. And that's what happened on the 22nd. Someone with a gas mask attacked Alice and me while we were...
Whoa. Then it's gotta be the same person.
But I don't know why they do that. I mean, they already did what they needed to do. And if it was them, then I don't know why all these other people are here. Except for me and Alice. None of you guys have anything to do with what happened a year ago, right?
Yeah, well, I mean, I know I didn't have anything to do with it. Are you sure you've never met any of the other people here?
Yeah, I'm sure. I know I've never met Luna, or Dio, or Tenmyoji, or Quark, or Phi, but Kay...
Right. There's no way to know who he is under that armor. And if his memory loss is real, he wouldn't know even if he had met any of us.
Unless we can get that mask off him. I can't say for sure if I've met him before or not.
Then before one of us could break the silence. Tenmyoji? What's wrong?
Luna! Where's Luna?
She's not here.
What's wrong?
It's Quark. Something bad's happened.
Hey, calm down. What happened to Quark?
He just collapsed. I have to find Luna. She said she was some kind of a doctor, right?
Luna's over in the lounge. Where's Quark?
He's in the infirmary.
Got it. I'll go get Luna. You head back to the infirmary. Clover, Alice, you're with me.
Okay.
Right.
We bolted out of the crew quarters and headed toward the lounge and Luna.
I wonder what would have happened if you went in a different order.
The whole process took only a few minutes. The machine scanned Quark's body, and within seconds his results lit up the screen. Words too complicated for me to understand scrolled across it, and as she read them, Luna's face grew dark. She bit her lip and just stood there for a moment, looking down at Quark before she spoke.
Well, I know what's wrong with him. I feel so terrible saying this, but Quark has an infection. A viral infection.
It's... influenza.
Oh no.
Felt my stomach lurch. Don't tell me.
Yes. He's been infected with a virus called Radical 6.
Have you heard of this virus? Radical 6, I mean?
Yeah, they have. I told them about it before we went to the lounge.
What? No, that can't be right. Quark can't be... There must be something we can do. How can we cure him?
Well, the Atom says that there's an antiviral serum called Excelavir. It's the only way to counteract Radical 6. If we can inject him with some, he should be okay.
Where is it?
Was there none in the infirmary?
Where we
Sigma,
are.
Tenmyoji and I looked everywhere. We didn't find anything.
We didn't find anything like that in the crew quarters either.
No luck in the lounge.
Oh God. Then he's going to... Oh God, no.
Tenmyoji's voice broke as he spoke. A tortured sigh, he collapsed to his knees. That's what you get for betraying me, old man.
Quark! Oh, thank God. You're awake.
Get away from me!
He's got a knife.
What? Quark, what are you...
Sorry, Grandpa. I can't. I have to...
Have to what? What are you talking about?
Isn't it obvious? I have to escape.
But how?
Like this!
Please don't get stabbed by a toddler. Quark's hand moved like lightning. He grabbed hold of the scalpel and was driving it straight toward his heart. Jesus! Stop!
No! Let go! Let go
Pretty tough for a kid. Hey, guys, I could use a hand here.
Yeah, right.
On it.
Me too.
Stop it! Let go of me, you jerks!
Timyoji, what the hell are you doing? Get over here. Tenmyoji, can you even hear me?
Oh, right.
Damn you!
Useless ass grandfather.
Why won't you let me go? I have to get out of this body! They can't lock away the soul! Once my body's gone, my soul can escape!
Oh no, he's a cultist.
Please! You have to let me go! Let me go! I'm trapped here! Let me die! I have to die!
It was totally this kid that hit the betray button.
Yeah, I'm seeing that now.
Somebody! Anybody! Kill me! Kill me! Kill me!
Jesus, this kid's lost it. Hey, somebody get that scalpel away from him.
Right! I've got it!
Careful. Just disappeared from the screen. Good job, Clover. Quark barely even seemed to notice the loss of the scalpel. He continued to scream and reave like he was possessed. Rive? Like he was possessed. What are we gonna do? Gotta calm him down somehow.
Luna,
Yes?
are there any tranquilizers in here?
No. Well, I mean,
What?
there's Soparil Beta.
Soparil?
That's the anesthetic!
Make him go sleepy time.
The one that's in our bracelets!
Good, perfect.
Put the bitch to
Hit him with
sleep.
some of that.
What?
He'll
Oh,
be
you
fine.
shut up.
It's just an anesthetic, Tenmyoji. It won't hurt him, I promise.
But
Just hurry up and do it! Come on, Luna!
Okay, let me just...
Trank the bitch.
Trank this fuck. Well, there's your answer. It hasn't been stolen yet.
Good. Wait until he's... Now! Do it now!
Right.
No! Stop! Stop!
That's a really bad place to put an anesthetic. You're a doctor?
First, their knee goes to sleep forever.
That's the place you choose to put in an anesthetic, and you call yourself a doctor?
Well, she didn't want to get kicked and have somebody else accidentally get got.
You go for the shoulder!
Respiration,
Or the neck!
blood pressure, brain waves. Everything's normal. According to these readings, he's in a very deep sleep.
Alright, guess we're good for now.
Yes,
Somebody bind this fuck.
What about the anesthetic? How long will it last?
he shouldn't wake up for a few hours.
Man, he sure was strong for such a little guy.
I think that might be the virus's fault. It probably attacks the part of the brain that governs reason. Without anything to hold it back, his body was using every ounce of strength it had.
Yeah? How do you know?
Huh? Oh, well,
How much do you know about this Radical 6?
not much. I probably know about as much as you do. All I've seen about it is that newspaper article Sigma showed me.
You'd better not be lying.
Why would I lie about that? I've seen other viruses that do the same thing. I was just making a guess.
So when Quark tried to kill himself, are you saying that was because of Radical 6 too?
Yes. At least, I think so.
So what kind of virus is Radical 6? I pulled the newspaper article out of my pocket and looked at it again. Everyone else crowded in.
Look at this last line. Immediate quarantine of any infected patients is strongly advised.
Are you saying this is some kind of quarantine zone?
I already explained this. That's not possible.
Why not?
You ran through what he told the rest of us in the lounge.
Then you're saying the newspaper article was faked?
But the virus is clearly real. That Atom machine told us he was infected with Radical 6.
So, do you know how that thing works? I bet there's 1,000 ways to hack it. Zero Senior probably just programmed it so that it would spit out whatever he wanted.
Oh yeah, you're
Besides,
stretching the fucking
there
thing.
was something Sigma mentioned. Have any of you guys heard anything about any sort of viral pandemic?
Well, no, but
I have heard rumors about a virus being
I
used
have.
as a bioweapon.
What?
What did you say?
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Alice,
Are those
what the
same
hell?
numbers?
Explain.
As much as I would love to, I'm sorry. Time's up.
What? Time?
Hit the buttons on your bracelet.
Shit. 5 minutes.
And we only have 5 minutes until the chromatic doors open downstairs.
Exactly. I'm sorry, but I'd really need more than 5 minutes to explain this.
As if you'd tell us even if there was time, right?
Or would I? Who knows?
Fine. We'll deal with this later. Right now, we need to get to the elevator and head down to floor B.
what are we going to do about Quark?
I'll carry him.
Are you sure?
I can't just leave the boy here. Besides, if we don't have Quark's bracelet, there'll be one team who can't open their secondary door. If that happens...
They'll get penalized.
Exactly.
Very well then. I will carry Quark. I will be able to move much faster than Tenmyoji.
Huh. You make a good point.
I am very strong.
Look, are you sure about this? Can I trust you?
You have nothing to worry about.
Fine, just be careful.
Of course.
All right, let's go. We're running out of time, people. Move!
At Fi's command, we all began to run.
Ran?
The door opened, and we spilled out into the warehouse.
This game takes too long with animations that are not that great.
Cutting edge. On a Nintendo system of about a decade ago.
That was also handheld.
Mm-hmm. Cutting edge.
If we go with Luna, because I think she became a solo, we should be fine.
Chromatic doors have opened.
And we should be able to ally, but anybody else we go with is going to betray.
Until
100%.
chromatic doors close.
They're open. We need to hurry.
Who's going to go in which door?
What are our options?
We're almost out of time. Pay attention. We've only got time to do this once. Just like before, there are only 3 possible combinations.
The options Fi laid out for us were the following. Option A, Clover and I, Magenta, pair up with Tenmyoji to go through the blue door. Luna and Fi, Cyan, pair up with Dio, Yellow, to go through the green door. Kay and Alice, Yellow, pair up with Quark, Magenta, to go through the red door. Option B, Clover and I, pair up with Dio, go through the red door. Luna and Fi, pair up with Quark, go to the blue door. Kay and Alice, pair up with Tenmyoji, go to the green door. Option C, Clover and I pair up with Quark to go through the green door. Luna and Fi pair up with Tenmyoji, go through the red door. Kay and Alice pair up with Dio to go through the blue door.
3 minutes remain until chromatic doors close.
Nope, that's the wrong button. So our options are, we go with Tenmyoji,
Dio,
or Quark. And those options are green, yellow, and cyan. I'm thinking yellow.
Again?
Yeah.
Well, we don't have a yellow door.
But it's the, I forget which one door it is, but
I think it's red door.
It is red door, yes. How do you want to pair up?
I think the people who have the greatest disadvantage should get to choose.
What do you mean?
The people who have 1 BP.
So you, Fi, Luna, and Sigma?
Yes, exactly.
All right then. Who do you want to go with, Alice?
Anyone but Dio. I'd rather die than get paired up with that prick. Just anyone but him.
Damn, that's a lot of hate.
What did you expect? You betrayed me.
No, we didn't.
Hey, I told you already. That was
I don't believe you.
What?
I
You're telling
do.
me you trust him more than me? Anybody other than Dio could mean Quark, you know. You willing to pair up with him?
He's asleep. I don't really think I need to worry about him voting.
That much is
No,
fair.
you will.
No. Because if they are asleep, they cannot vote. And if they do not vote, they are automatically an ally. So you can betray them, you can double ally, you can do whatever the fuck you want. That's a guaranteed vote.
Yeah, but he's not gonna stay asleep.
He might. She injected a lot of stay asleep juice into that tiny body. Glanced over at Quark. He looked tiny, cradled in Kay's arms, fast asleep. I didn't know better. I think he was just a kid who tired himself out from playing too hard.
All right, bye. Who do you want to go with?
Anyone other than Tenmyoji is fine. My reasoning is the same as Alice's. He betrayed me last time.
I guess that's fair.
If we want to honor Alice and Phi's requests, then we can go with any option besides C. So, A or B?
Hold on. We've got 2 other people with 1 BP. How about you, Luna?
I don't really have a preference. Clover and Kay did betray me last time, but
They're both pairs now, though. And since you're a pair too, there's no way you'd end up going through the same door as them.
yeah.
All right then, Sigma. What about you?
Let's see. Clover and I were a pair. That meant that I had to choose one of 3 solos. We can either go with Tenmyoji, Dio, or with Quark.
It's option C that forces people to go with people they don't want to go with.
Yep.
So Dio or
I mean, we're gonna do-
Tenmyoji is fine.
Hold
or
on.
us taking Dio is fine.
Just a sec. We're going to do all of them.
Yes.
Yeah.
No, I know, but
It might be different though next time because
each and every time will be different.
Yes.
I'm
thinking this door.
I say go with Dio. It is my favorite color as well, so.
Either.
And it allows you to voice a dude, me to voice a dude, and Thaddeus to voice a dude for once.
I mean, it's
not voicing a dude,
Clover's
I'm
in the
voicing
room.
Yeah, I know.
So.
You voice Sigma, he voices Clover, I voice Dio.
But that happens here too.
Yeah, that's fair. That is fair.
And hell, it might even happen here.
You're right.
Your argument has no basis.
I like red. Go red.
I agree.
You think this is a democracy? I have all the power.
You! I was about to say, I thought you clicked on Tenmyoji and I was about to call you an asshole.
No one could stop me.
Well, I mean, it would just be you and Thaddeus.
Take Dio. That means the red door for us.
Whoa. Betting on the dark horse, huh? Feels kind of weird to say that about myself. Anyway, might as well be polite. Thank you.
You okay with that, Clover?
It's the least worst option.
I don't really trust him, but if Alice really wants to go with option B...
Yes, this works fine. Kay, Tenmyoji, and I will take the green door.
Why is Tenmyoji any better?
It's not great, but it's better than Dio. I'm good.
Well, I'm willing to do option.
Because she can just betray him because he had betrayed in the past and it'll be a net 0.
Okay,
Gross.
I'll take good care of him. I promise.
That was my reasoning.
What about Phi and Kay?
No problems here. I'll take Quark and Luna and we'll do the blue door.
I also approve of option B. I will take the green door, correct?
Yeah, good. Looks like we're all set. Kay nodded and handed Quark gently to Luna.
10 seconds remain until chromatic doors close.
Come on, guys, hurry. The door's already closing.
Coming!
I know!
Seconds to spare, we leapt across the threshold.
2, 1, 0. Chromatic doors closing.
But my reasoning for taking anyone other than Luna would be because they were more than likely going to betray. So if you betrayed, you'd get a net 0, which would not end in us being dead. And then...
We're not gonna end up dead.
But, well, we could. I bet.
It might be a dead end.
What is this? There are 3 different doors. That's too telling right now. And also, that's not necessarily true because, as we saw last time, whenever shit starts to get weird, more paths magically appear.
Yeah, people get weird.
Right. Which one do we take?
Dunno, but it looks like they're all locked anyway.
Where are we on the path right now? Just curious.
I want to look.
Great.
I guess we're going down the middle path.
No,
I guess
hold
we're
on.
going down the right path.
What's this thing?
Well, it's got a lever on it.
Don't get too attached. It's probably a lever.
Why are they saying lever and not lever?
Are you serious?
Yeah, pretty good, huh?
No.
Am I great or what?
No.
Huh? Huh?
Cold silence. Just cold silence, please. Please. Cold
Then
silence.
you need to shut up.
Yes!
Hey, Sigma, is this chick simple or something?
I wouldn't rule it out. Let's just take it easy with her, okay?
Hey! What kind of a gentleman has a secret conversation in front of a lady? I guess it can't be helped, though. You boys.
She really did go the fucking Lotus route, didn't she?
You've been doing the finger thing too. I know Lotus did that all the time.
Uh-huh.
Oh man, I'm good.
Sigma, please, let me give her a smack.
No!
I wouldn't do that. What if it only makes her worse?
Well, I think that's enough genius comedy for now. How about we throw that lever?
Thought you said we should stay away from it.
Well, you don't really think anything bad's gonna happen if you pull it, do you? Besides, it's not like we can go back.
Fine. I'll do it. Ready? Here we go!
Chunk.
Huh. The center one opened.
Looks like the others are still locked, though.
Through the center one, then. Forward!
Without waiting for a response, Clover marched through the door. Dio and I shared a glance, shook our heads, and followed.
Where are we going?
To the laboratory!
Oh no.
Ooh.
That's where bodies go.
What is this place?
Well, it said laboratory on the door, didn't it? I figure that means they're dissecting frogs or building mine rays or something.
No, those little canisters over there are too big for that.
A laboratory, huh?
Do you think they might research stuff like viruses here? If they do...
Good idea. We might be able to find some of that... Excelivir, I don't know.
If we do, we can cure Quark!
You really think it'll be that easy?
Well, somebody's a positive thinker.
Shut it. Just saying. This place hasn't exactly been set up for us to succeed so far.
Well, we won't know until we look. So let's get started. Seek way out.
God, that fucking hurt my eyes.
Deal with it. Fucking nerd.